Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
I mean, cheesy puns on a cheese restaurant. I can't ask for anything more.
It's like a B for me.
It was good. I gotta ask for a new co-anchor. That's what I do. I'm just playing. Hey, welcome in. You have Ryan and Rachel here. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. It is Friday.
Despite the rain, Kate says, feel good Friday.
Yeah, it's always a feel-good Friday, but the radar's not really cooperating. That's okay.
I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm just grateful that this is green and not white. There were snowflakes up in the Adirondacks yesterday. Whiteface Mountain had a little coating of snow. I know their live camera was all iced over yesterday, but we're dealing with more of that lake effect rain. We have the main band kind of hanging out up near Oswego with some of it curving on down from Syracuse to Cazenovia and about to get in towards Oneida pretty soon here. So our weather today is just pretty much going to be a carbon copy of what we had yesterday. So we're waking up in the 40s. We're kind of stuck in the 40s to near 50 today. So it's chilly, it's damp, it's breezy. When it's not raining, you have the clouds. You'll maybe see a little bit of blue sky from time to time. But I think our chances for seeing more of that blue sky really go up as the weekend goes on. We'll have more on that with that extended timecast coming up.
It is 5:02.
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Friday morning to you. We are setting the stage for yet another day with some chilly air, a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, basically a carbon copy of what we had yesterday. And so our lake effect still holding strong. We have some steadier rain east and southeast of Lake Ontario from Oswego to Fulton, extending into Central Square, down on the east side of Syracuse, kind of east of I-81. So all of our eastern suburbs waking up to some rain. There's probably not going to be a ton happening once you go further into the Finger Lakes for today. But we're still just going to be very damp, very chilly today. Our temperatures, we're waking up in the mid-40s this morning, but our highs today, we're barely getting out of the 40s for today and still dealing with these rain showers. So just keep that in mind for any of your plans that you may have going on today. It's a Friday. It's the Friday before Halloween, which is a week from today. It's a bit breezy, so we got a lot of Halloween celebrations and parties going on, and just be prepared to have a couple of extra layers, especially under maybe the kids' costumes. Tomorrow, there's not going to be much rain around, but there's still going to be some dampness and some brief passing showers. Maybe a sprinkle on Sunday, but I do think we'll see more sunshine in the afternoon. We are keeping things cool in the 40s and near 50s. So let's take you through on the timecast. So this morning features our lake effect, mostly up in Oswego County and then dropping over the Syracuse area for this afternoon. And it's going to be those widely scattered showers just like we did last night. We're going to do that again this evening. So if you have a trick or treat to go to, you know, we're in playoff season for football and for soccer and whatnot. So you want to dress appropriately if you're going to be outside watching kids playing your fall sports this evening. It is going to be chilly and wet outside for a lot of you. Overnight, things drying out a little bit. We wake up tomorrow morning in the 30s and 40s. A calm wind to start things off. Still kind of damp outside. Still dealing with a few of these showers. Not seeing as much of the green, but we still have some green around. Maybe even some snowflakes flying around in the Adirondacks. We had some snow up at Whiteface Mountain yesterday. And then for the Saturday evening, things are gradually drying out. Things are improving on Sunday. We'll see more sunshine in the afternoon, too. A cold start to the day, but our highs getting up to near 50, and we should see more breaks of that sun. And we'll keep up that dry weather into the start of next week of Monday and Tuesday before our weather does turn unsettled for the second half of the week, Wednesday and Thursday, featuring chances of rain showers. And then we'll likely include next Friday for Halloween as well.
Okay, right now it is 5:15.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, checking out the radar right now. We have this band of lake effect rain. It extends all the way across the lake, mostly impacting east and southeast of Lake Ontario. Weather today very similar to what we had yesterday. Our temperatures 40s to near 50 degrees. Low 50s for the Finger Lakes, where it's probably not going to be as rainy. Just the lake effect, I think, is going to have a tougher time kind of reaching you guys unless it's from Lake Erie, where we have the clouds and the rain just kind of stuck upper 40s, like from Mexico to Camden and even Rome, high of 49, Penyan, high of 51 for you. Our chances are pretty much with us throughout the day. It kind of tapers off a little bit for tomorrow. If you plan on doing any fall fun activities over the weekend, well, just keep in mind it's cloudy with still a few showers on Saturday. Sunday is a little bit better, still chilly, still a bit damp. You got those highs right around 50 degrees. Dry for Monday, Tuesday, not so much for Wednesday, Thursday. Right now, Halloween is looking a little cool and rainy. Not 80. I feel for the sport parents out there. I was talking to our floor manager. He's like, yeah, I got my son's playoff soccer game tonight. I was like, oh.
Bundle up, baby.
Last night was not, oh man, I feel. You don't have soccer tonight, do you?
No.
No.
I'll be inside thinking of y'all.
I'm going to my kids' trunk or treat tonight, so I'm like,
that is spooky.
Yeah, so it'll be an interesting one. But you know what? It's this time of the year. You know it's going to be chilly. You know it's going to be probably wet in some form. Now we're just dealing with rain. We actually did have some snow up in the Adirondacks yesterday. But for right now, we have our lake effect between Oswego and Constantia, and then it kind of dips down into eastern Onondaga and Madison counties. So just like yesterday, the lake effect hangs out up north in the morning and then returns back to Syracuse in the afternoon. We'll be in and out of these showers. 40s this morning, only near 50 this afternoon and this evening, keeping it cool and wet.
We start this and plenty of pep. It's been a fall full of school spirit.
Friday after Friday, the morning news crew hit the road to celebrate the students, the teams, and the communities that bring the energy to Central New York.
7 schools, 7 Fridays, and one unforgettable season of spirit.
From Tully to Rome, every stop was packed with pep, pride, and plenty of personality.
At Nottingham, I was positively fired up, learning a cheer straight from the Bulldogs.
They're so good. Sometimes I like to keep up with them.
Over at APW, I put on my game face, running a play right alongside the Rebels and keeping the beat with the band.
Go, Big Blue!
At Fayetteville Manlius, home of the Hornets and my alma mater.
After further review, we need to redo my kick. There was a penalty on the play. We got to redo my kick. We're going to go once more. Let's go, let's go, let's go, Kendra. You can do this.
The buzz was real. I stung the competition with a field goal and a soccer goal.
Then it was on to Canastota, where the energy was off the charts. Students, alumni, and community members packing the field as the Raiders brought the heat. I gave field hockey a shot. Then I joined the team for a grand entrance through the fog machine.
At Rome Free Academy, the Black Knights weren't the only ones making noise. I took a turn on the drums, while the robotics competition roared to life. A high-tech, high-energy Friday all the way.
Finally, I shined bright with the North Stars at Cicero, North Syracuse.
And of course, no Friday morning light season would be complete without a few gauntlet runs. And let's just say our whole crew got our steps in.
We are live here at Nottingham High School. We're turning it up in Tully this morning, waking up with the Rebels here at APW. We are live here at Fayetteville Manlius CNS High School.
Ryan and Kate here. I hope you're ready for
This morning's edition of
and a Friday morning lights season we'll never forget.
Oh, it was worth it. A big shout out to all the kids
I know.
who get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get there, and the staff setting it up, turning the lights on for us. It became Friday morning inside the gym at the end of it because Kate's like, listen.
It's a little cold here.
Once it drops below 42, I'm like, that's our threshold right there.
But it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And if you are watching and say, I want my school to host, let us know next year. We're always looking for schools. The Morning News will be right back.
watching the Morning News with Ryan Dean, Rachel Polanski, and Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast. News Channel 9, the local station. Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Friday morning to you. Here is Tower Cam, and we are looking pretty quiet at the moment. Berkeley Damon Building all lit up pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Now, everything is pretty quiet this morning for the most part. Some of us are dealing with some rain again. We are at 45 degrees. We have a little bit of a southwest wind going on, so we have some showers. Cold front came through yesterday. That's what's kind of shifted our wind around. Got another trough up towards Alpena, Michigan. So every time we get one of these fronts or these troughs through, it shifts the winds, and that just keeps the lake effect just kind of on the move. And then we'll do that again today. Pretty much the exact same weather that we had yesterday, we're dealing with again today, where the steadiest of our lake effect is starting up in Oswego County, then eventually dropping south back into Syracuse. We are seeing some rain right now in parts of Madison County, but a lot of that is going to kind of fizzle out shortly after sunrise this morning. So because of how dark everything is, sunrise is not until close to 7:30 this morning. Keep an eye out for the wet roads and, of course, the leaves that have been coming down now. It's cloudy, it's damp as we are heading out the door, and we're keeping it chilly too. Scattered rain showers this afternoon. Our temperatures for a lot of us stuck in the 40s. Still breezy, not quite as gusty as it's been the last few days, but our wind this morning is southwest, and then it shifts again west to northwest. So that's why that lake effect really kind of stays on the move for us today. And then this weekend, we'll notice some very slow, subtle improvements. I still think tomorrow's still going to be chilly and still a little damp with these occasional showers pretty much off and on, and fairly light too. They're just more of a nuisance than anything. Sunday is certainly drier, maybe a sprinkle in the morning, not ruling that out, but 40s to near 50, and we got a better chance of seeing sun later in the day on Sunday. So here's your timecast. So again, most of our lake effect after sunrise this morning is hanging out north of the Thruway, coming from Fairhaven, Oswego to Pulaski, kind of that Route 104 corridor. We usually talk about snow for that, but it's October. Thankfully, it's still just rain for now. Give it a couple weeks. I'm sure that'll change. But here we are this afternoon. Things start to dip southbound. Now it's hanging out from Syracuse and the Thruway, Casanova, Cortland. Most of our rain is staying from like Auburn and east. There's not a lot happening other than clouds going on in the Finger Lakes. So we're mostly just concentrating southeast of the lake for rainfall for today. But as you're out and about, it's cool, it's damp. So just make sure that you're dressing warm and dry enough for any of your outdoor plans you may have going on. It is the weekend before Halloween, so I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of plans with the kids. Now it's drier to start the week with rain developing as the week goes on next week.
TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the Morning News.
Then you threw me all off. You said that you were there's chocolate.
Well, yeah, so they do both.
All right.
We'll have more.
I gotta get
just a moment. There's cheese fondue and chocolate fondue.
Oh, okay. It's a lot. All right. Anyway, welcome in. It is 6 o'clock. You have Ryan and Rachel here. We made it to Friday.
Riveting television.
Yeah, absolutely. We made it to Friday, by the way.
We did. We did. The weather is not a picture perfect Friday, but we're still feeling good today.
Some would say it feels like Thursday, Kate.
Might as well be. It's just going to be the same exact weather that we had yesterday that we are dealing with today again. So hopefully that helps you kind of plan out your day a bit, because, you know, we're coming up on that last weekend before Halloween, which is a week from today. And so there are a lot of Halloween festivities going on. We're in the final days and weeks of fall sports. And so we are still dealing with this lake effect rain. Now, it's mostly hanging out in Oswego County this morning. We're dealing with that last little tail hanging on over towards Madison County. But then things are going to shift back south into Syracuse this afternoon and this evening, just like it did yesterday. So when it's not raining, we're cool, we're damp. Our temperatures, it's still quite chilly outside, 40s to near 50 throughout the day today. Do we get any improvement in here this weekend? I'll have that extended timecast for you coming up.
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Friday morning to you. Looking at from our tower cam, we are pretty quiet. We're mostly cloudy. It's damp outside. We've had some rain pretty much off and on all day yesterday, overnight. We had a cold front come through. Got a couple of these fronts and troughs moving on through, and every time one of these comes through the area, it shifts the wind around and moves that lake effect around as well. And so we're going to be doing the same thing we did yesterday. We're going to do it again today. So right now our lake effect is going to be concentrated mostly north of Syracuse for parts of Oswego County. We're going to zoom it in a little bit. It's coming down pretty steady from Oswego over 104 through New Haven towards Mexico, Hastings. Not as rainy in and around Syracuse right now. Still dealing with some showers out over Madison County with that last little tail still kind of hanging on. Otherwise, most of that lake effect stays north of us this morning. This afternoon, starting to fill back in again because we get that other trough through here. It's going to shift that wind, and we're keeping things chilly today too. We're only in the 40s and near 50 degrees. So yeah, winds the direction southwest. So it's all about the wind direction when it comes to lake effect, whether it is rain or snow. Now we're just rain today. Give it a few weeks, then it might be some snow. But we'll just keep an eye on things for today because once we shift a little bit more northwesterly, that brings that down towards Syracuse. Now what about the weekend? Well, slowly improving. That's how I'm kind of labeling it. I still think tomorrow is going to be kind of damp. Very light, very splotchy showers. It's not going to be an all-day downpour or anything like that. There will be plenty of rain-free opportunities to be outside, being out and about, going to the trunk or treats or anything like that. Just be prepared to have a shower passing by, and then we're going to be a little drier for your Sunday. So here's your time cast. A rain pretty steady at times, coming right off the lake here. Could be seeing some lightning, hearing the thunder. Potential water spouts again today. I haven't heard any reports of any yesterday, but we'll see if anything transpires today. And you can see this afternoon and this evening widely scattered rain showers. So just keep that in mind for your evening plans, whether it's trunk or treat or going to soccer, football games, anything like that. It's still going to be wet and chilly. So I'm not going to judge you if you're going to whip out the winter coat to stay warm and comfy for tonight. I'm right there with you. Tomorrow morning, we're cloudy. We start off in the 30s and near 40. Notice there's not a lot of green on here, but we have a little bit of green, so that's why it's not a rainy day. But we're going to deal with a few of these kind of splotchy showers, and then things are improving on Sunday. We'll have more and more sun as the day goes on Sunday as well, and that'll carry over into the start of next week. Monday, Tuesday don't look too bad right now. Low 50s with a better chance of rain, though, Wednesday into Thursday. And I do think we're going to hang on to a little bit of rain on Friday for Halloween.
Aww.
Yeah, it's not going to be 80 in Florida like it was last year.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
We are still celebrating the fun times we had for Friday morning lights. Let's see if
now your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Our temperatures are going to be staying a little bit below normal. Average high for this time of year is the mid to upper 50s, and we'll be lucky if we can get out of the 40s for the next several days. So we're keeping it cool, and we're still keeping it wet. We have most of that lake effect returning to Syracuse this afternoon and dealing with these scattered showers for the rest of the day. So you think, okay, we've been picking up some rain. Drought conditions getting better. Well, here's last week's map, and now here's this week. You probably didn't notice a change because there really wasn't. There was no change, which I guess is good. It means things didn't get worse, but things haven't really gotten better either. We're still running more than an inch below normal for this point of the year. Fall foliage, we are at peak color here in Central New York and the Finger Lakes. A lot of areas outside of us, though, you go up in elevation. We are past peak. The wind is really taking a lot of those leaves down, so be careful for the slick roadways from that. We'll keep rain showers around at least through tomorrow morning, slowly improving over the weekend.
Okay. Our Friday morning lights season has come to an end, but we are still celebrating this morning, so we're asking. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gotten my winter coat up before Halloween before.
Really?
Well, I've gotten weaker as I've gotten.
True.
No, as I've gotten older, I've gotten weaker. So.
Getting soft in your old age.
Yeah. I used to be like, not before Thanksgiving, and now I'm like, yep, I gotta watch a 4-year-old play soccer. Winter coat's coming out.
Winter coat, absolutely.
Mine came out as well.
I saw. She had the hood on this morning. Just walking in from the parking lot. So, winter coat as we make our way out the door.
I mean, That's just me, because I've just turned into a wuss as I've gotten older.
Okay.
But, you know, whatever your comfort level is, because today's weather is very similar to yesterday. So if you know you have to be outside for a while, you know, you're going to be in and out, or whatever you got going on today, it's warm, waterproof, not going to be the worst of ideas for you. Most of our lake effect still hanging out up north in Oswego County this morning. We have kind of that tail end moving through Madison and Oneida counties this morning, and then that'll fill back in here this afternoon. We're in the 40s this morning, and it's a struggle to get out of the 40s today for a lot of us. We're going to hover around 50 degrees again with more rain showers later on today.
We start this morning.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Our Skynet 9 camera looking out over Oswego right now. It is wet outside. You can see the raindrops on our camera, and we are dealing with that lake effect rain again today. It's 45 degrees, mostly cloudy currently at Syracuse Airport. Everyone's in the 40s right now. We had our cold front move through, so the wind has shifted a little bit, but we're bringing most of that lake effect back up north. It's been hanging around all night long, but you can see how things are kind of trailing off a little bit to our east, and then we have this kind of resetting itself back up in Oswego, kind of going across 104 here into Mexico, Amboy. Not much happening in Syracuse itself, but it is still very wet outside. We don't have sunrise coming up until closer to 7:30 this morning, so it's still wet, it's dark, you know, we got a lot of leaves that came down too, so just keep an eye out on the roads. More of this rain filling in again this afternoon. We're dealing with widely scattered rain showers, a bit breezy at times. You got those wind gusts about 15 to 20 miles per hour. You can see how our wind shifts southwest to west and then back to northwest, and so that's where you have those troughs kind of passing on through. It shifts the wind, it moves that lake effect around. Tomorrow, it's still a little breezy this weekend. It's still damp, still kind of dealing with these kind of spits of rain tomorrow. It's not completely dry, but it's not going to be quite as rainy as maybe yesterday and today, if that makes sense. And then Sundays feature some drier weather. So here's your time cast for today. So here's our rain. You can see kind of the yellows and oranges. I'm anticipating the chances of some lightning going on again today. And then our wind shifts more northwesterly, and that's going to bring that lake effect back down into Syracuse for this afternoon and this evening, just like it did last night. So you'll have the outdoor plans for this evening. You definitely want to layer up and have the umbrellas or rain jackets with you to stay comfortable while you're watching your kid play football, soccer, whatever may be going on for this evening. Overnight, we still have the clouds. We still have a little bit of rain, but notice you're not going to see as much green on here. There's still some, so the rain's a lot lighter tomorrow, but we're still dealing with that dampness, maybe even a few flakes up in the Adirondacks. Whiteface was coated over with a layer of snow yesterday. And then things were gradually drying out. Looks a lot better on Sunday. It's certainly cold Sunday morning. We're right around the freezing mark. During the day, we'll see breaks of sunshine. There's still some showers nearby, but most of us get away rain-free on Sunday. Looking dry for Monday, Tuesday. Not so much, though, for Wednesday into Thursday. We've got our next system with more rain. I'm leaning towards a little bit of a wet one for Halloween next week, too. So, yeah, I'll be on Amazon looking for the red raincoat for my little devil.
Oh.
Eric?
Yep.
All right, let's answer our question of the day. Here we go. Friday morning. Hockey season right around the corner.
Well, you know, it's a good thing that you'll be indoors watching hockey, because if you have to watch an outdoor sport this evening, well, it may not be feeling quite as pleasant. Here's what it looks like right now on the radar. We're dealing with rain, lake effect rain in over towards Oswego County right now this afternoon and evening. It's going to fill back in for the Syracuse area, so just keep that in mind as you are out and about for today. We got 40s and near 50 degrees. Rain very similar to what we had yesterday. Tomorrow, still a few showers, not quite as bad though, and then a little drier on Sunday. We're keeping it chilly this weekend in the 40s to near 50 degrees. Halloween's looking cool and a little wet right now, so plan accordingly.
We're used to that, though. I mean, honestly,
I know, that's what it's supposed to be.
Like last year was such a treat.
I mean, it was lovely, but can't get it again. Sorry.
Right. Well, don't forget to download our app, WSYR Plus, and actually, we'll be on it in about 3 minutes with our 7 o'clock news.